Hello, everyone. I'm Sanyo Wang, CEO of NetSpace and the leader of the MapleStory Universe project. It's already been 2 months since we launched MapleStory Universe, starting with MapleStory N. There have been many challenges along the way, but today we're thrilled to see so many of you enjoying MapleStory N and taking part in this new adventure with us. But let me be clear, we didn't build MapleStory M just to turn in-game items into NFTs or to link in-game currencies into tokens only. When a game item becomes an NFT, it's no longer confined within the boundaries of a single game. It gains extended value beyond the game into a broader ecosystem. In this new world, an item is no longer just a loot. It becomes a foundation for a wide range of new activities. As you saw in the video that opened this showcase, our journey starts with MapleStory N and expand outward with more depth and immersive experiences to come. It's a new kind of space for IP innovation. We call this concept the Infinite IP Playground. Today, I'd like to share a more concrete vision of where MapleStory Universe is headed and also reveal some of the real, tangible progress we've made so far. Through this, I hope to show you how we're getting closer to the ultimate goal of MapleStory Universe, how we can reach it together.
Hey everyone, I'm Keith. First of all, welcome to everyone joining us today. We're about to dive into a chat about MetaPlay, and to make it even better, we have invited a special guest who's been super curious about it lately. So say hi to Parker.
Hey everybody, thanks for having me, Keith. I lead gaming here at Avalanche, and I want to really dive right into MetaPlay and hear all about it. I guess really to start things off, do you want to just define what it is?
Right, MetaPlay is about expanding how users and players engage with an IP beyond a traditional and conventional gameplay experience. It's the layer of interaction that grows around and beyond core experience through tools, services, and participations that influence the in-game economy, identity, and progression without always having to be on the full client on your PC. MetaPlay is how a game begins to evolve into a broader ecosystem.
I'd love to understand how this concept enables like MapleStory N. How does MapleStory N play into MetaPlay? Obviously, this is kind of your first approach into the Web3 economy with MapleStory N, and I would imagine there's a strategic angle there, right, with that being the first deployment.
Right. So in MapleStory Universe, MapleStory N is the foundation. And like assets like NFTs, tokens, and the data structures that MetaPlay connects to. Without a strong core game, like meaningful MetaPlay layer and experience cannot exist. So MapleStory N supplies the content, the context, and the economic anchors that allows players to engage with the IP in more flexible and creative ways.
I think that makes a lot of sense. What do you think would imagine this broadens the horizon, but with your role on the strategy side, what's the angle and where do you see this going?
MetaPlay unlocks accessibility, creativity, and it kind of opens up the door to welcome new types of users. Players who may not commit to full MMORPG sessions, doesn't have time to grind, I don't want to spend so much time learning the boss patterns. They can still interact with the ecosystem through services like item enhancement, trading, rental services, mission systems, or even UGC applications. It also enables builders and also creators to participate in expansion of the universe themselves. And over time, this, we believe, will create new communities, new forms of engagements, and even new business models, like all extending and contributing towards expanding the lifespan of the IP and the reach of the IP to more players, users, and consumers.
Got it. Me, who's more of a casual gamer, just wants to participate somehow, some way. What's kind of that lightest form of interaction for a casual gamer?
We have seen mobile games grow like crazy, but I think we have to learn from like how mobile game is expanding. One of the biggest reasons why mobile games played a significant role in kind of, to a degree, replacing a PC or console-based game is the accessibilities. And you can be loosely coupled, enjoy the same content in a little bit more casual. And I think MetaPlay is going to create, like, I would say, mobile game version 2 or Mark 2 in a way.
Is there anything on the horizon that we should be looking out for? I think everybody watching this would be excited to kind of hear what the release schedule looks like.
Right. I think what I've just described is pretty big, right? And it won't be like, an overnight thing. So we'll be releasing these applications one by one. And the first to go off would be Smithy. Smithy will be officially live on the 29th of July, which is tomorrow, as our first MetaPlay application. And this can be a prototype that introduces enhanced API functionalities and provides a foundation for what we're building. No game client is required. This is MetaPlay in action, letting players interact with their core economy anytime and anywhere they want to. And Smithy is basically an item enhancement Lego that is liberated from the MapleStory and PC client. And you can be on the go, purchase an item from MapleStory Marketplace, enhance the item with Smithy, and even list it back on Marketplace. All these things without needing to be on PC.
Got it. That's super exciting. For me, as we kind of talked about earlier, being more on the casual side, that's an area that I will definitely jump into and explore upon that release date. So excited to be looking out for that. So you mentioned a few key features that you were rolling out. You mentioned it being somewhat of a Lego piece on the item enhancement side of the economy. Do you feel like that's why did you choose that as the first kind of integration of Smithy and MetaPlay? I'd be curious to hear how you feel like growing that is going to look. And yeah, I would just be more interested on the strategy side of that being kind of the initial deployment.
Right. We chose Smithy item enhancement feature as the first one to showcase our infinite IP playground vision, because it really captures the core emotional experience of MapleStory, the tension, the thrill, and the reward of becoming stronger. And I think anyone who plays MapleStory will relate to this, but enhancement is deeply familiar to our players as well. It's a shared memory across generations of the MapleStory community, I would say. And we also started with something that's uniquely MapleStory and structured enough to become a foundational API layers that our builders can utilize. It's about expanding how, where, and by whom those features can be experienced and reinvented. That's the real beginning of Infinite IP Playground, driven by the builders.
Awesome. I think that's what the ethos of, I think, blockchain enables. And the fact that it's kind of coming to life now and in our lifetime is really cool to see. I mean, I guess what kinds of services or features are you exploring? What's coming next?
So the goal is to create more entry points where NFTs, game assets, they expand their utility, while opening creative opportunities for the builders and players alike. As for what comes next in MetaPlay, I think I'm restating this, but our priority is to create a full play cycle. And yes, I mean the full play cycle, including creation of characters, leveling up, acquisition of assets, boss play, trade, item enhancement, and more, outside of MapleStory clients.
That's awesome. How do you imagine these builders, or even myself on the casual gamer side, contributing to what MetaPlay evolves into, and how you see, it's a crazy vision, but where do you see that evolving to from a community first perspective?
Right. When we have our first full cycle of MapleStory N experience outside of MapleStory N, especially outside of PC environment, the community is going to engage the game and the IP in a totally different manners. I think by making this whole experience lighter and more casual, their engagement might be even higher, although it's more casual. I think this is going to be a whole new experience for the gamers. I don't think there's a genre to even define this thing right.
The coolest part being both a partner to you guys at Next Space, but also being a player in MapleStory N and obviously the future iterations to come.
And what we are building here is not something that's for a short term, I would say. The Infinite IP Playground and the MetaPlay, it represents a long-term commitment to growing MapleStory Universe into a scalable and decentralized player-driven ecosystem. Now, I feel like we are creating a new genre of game, really. And we believe in the future where players and creators, they work alongside to expand the IP beyond what traditional games allow you. And I think this is just the very beginning of it. All right, time really flew while talking with Parker about MetaPlay. Thank you, Parker. We hope you're as excited as we are to dive deep into the Infinite IP Playground and everything MetaPlay has to offer. And the showcase isn't over yet, so please stay tuned until the end.
The quiz is almost over. Next question. To play in the Infinite IP Playground, you need to launch the game client. True or false?
Of course, we need to launch the game.
I don't think so. We don't even need to launch the game in the Infinite IP Playground. Web, mobile, other platforms. We can play anytime, anywhere. That's beyond the game, for real.
Correct. Rondo takes the lead. Next one. Just 100 IP playgrounds can be created in Infinite IP Playground.
Yeah, 100 all we need.
It's called Infinite for a reason. There's no limit. If we've got the ideas, we can keep building forever.
Amazing answer. Final question. NFTs can be used across the Infinite IP Playgrounds. We call it MetaPlay. True or false?
Easy. True for sure.
Yeah, definitely true.
Both correct. We have our first winner of Quiz and Maple.
Damn, I only got one right. Wait a sec. NFTs can be used across the Infinite IP Playground. So, that trophy isn't an NFT.
I'd like
Give
to
me the
thank...
trophy. I'm paying for it. Take my nice self.
Thank you, Sugar. Yes, the real Mita always wins.
Here, quiz. Who's actually making Infinite IP Playgrounds?
Hello everyone and welcome. We are the Maple and GG team, your ultimate companion for MapleStory N. Maple and GG is an ecosystem where the game's IP, such as its characters, items, entire world, comes to life. You can first explore vast databases like items and bosses to know every detail, and second, track the NFT market history to become an efficient trader, and third, optimize your collection's value with powerful tools. Maple and GG gives you the power to truly play with the assets you own. We've designed the rich MetaPlay experience. This is everything that happens around the game that makes it so compelling. Maple and GG provides a wide range of in-game information. You can find item data, both specific stats and rewards, and even check your account's collection simply by entering your wallet address without launching the game client. It's a new way to enjoy the game anytime and anywhere. And most importantly, we provide powerful optimization calculators for hyperstats, cubes, and star force, so you can simulate the perfect build without spending a single Neso in game, until you are absolutely sure. This is the strategic edge you've been looking for. Thanks for enjoying Maple and GG. We built this for you. Your adventure is our adventure. Join us and let's build the ultimate MapleStory and experience together. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Derek, and I'm working on Pet Story with a few friends from Malaysia. We're all working adults who grew up with MapleStory, so when we first saw the Builders program, we were very excited to finally build something for a game we love. While playing MapleStory N, we noticed something. Each character can only equip 3 pets. So what happens to all the others? That question actually inspired us to create Pet Story, a way to give pets a second life. Pet Story gives a new purpose to underused pets and NFTs. Pets in Pet Story have their own stats and skills. They can be trained or participate in both PvE and the PvP content. NFTs can be used in Pet Story to boost pet stats or even be used to build structures that provide extra benefits. Everything stays tradable through the existing marketplace, supporting the MSU economy. It would also help to expand the utility of the MSU pet NFTs. We are focusing on 3 things: cross-platform access, so fans can interact with pets anytime, anywhere; pet-based PvP, with arenas, tournaments, or even massive pet wars that could involve thousands of pets in one session; and finally, player-driven content, letting the community vote on future updates and events. We are still early in development, but we hope Pet Story lets you experience MapleStory in a whole new way. Your support means a lot. Whether you're a casual fan or a competitive player, we'd love to have you on this journey.
Hello guys, I'm Coding, founder of Limelight Gaming. Currently, we are running the #1 guild Lime on the Ain server. We are building on MapleStory Universe now. We are developing an M2E app with the concept of taking a walk with your lovely pets. It's very casual, so anyone with just a phone can participate. You can collect and upgrade pets and equipment to earn more points, and you can show off your favorite pets and gears to your friends. Just keep working! We've designed various ways to use your own NFTs or FTs. For example, you can enhance your character's stats, or use specific NFTs as dungeon entry passes to obtain decorative items. This allows for diverse in-game utility. Now, you can experience the fun of MapleStory without even logging into the game, just by working around. We are working hard to make our app easy and enjoyable for everyone, so please enjoy our app with your family, friends, and precious guild members. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mia, Head of Business from MapleStory Universe. I look after partnerships, marketing, and most importantly, our builder ecosystem. Today, I'd like to share where the MSU Builder program is now and where it's headed. We just saw real projects with creative features built by our builders. Since MapleStory N went live, new services have appeared at an amazing pace. It's born from bold ideas and gameplay experience from builders. Just weeks after we opened Builder Web and the Open API, more than 50 independent teams jumped in and started building. These builders do much more than adding new functions. The new services connect blockchain technology, NXPC, and NFT utilities together and make it fun. And the in-game value and the enjoyment flow over from inside to outside the game. Some of Builder's work is already live. MapleM.gg and MSUtool.com are game intelligence services that provide data-driven meta-analysis, real-time tips, growth tracking, and decision support for players. Players can rely on these intelligence services real-time. Guild tools are showing up too. They track activity, boost team spirit, and unlock perks for guilds everywhere. Add smart item suggestions and one-click buying, and these tools become a bridge between the game and the players. More ideas are already in development. Imagine staking pools that fund smithing upgrades and enhancement loans. Stakers earn yield, players grow faster without large initial cost. What if there's a boss rate prediction market? Players can trade forecasts on loot drops, helping guilds plan better raids, while experienced players convert expertise into returns. How about a walk in the park in real life can get you new pets or cosmetics? Move to earn in MapleStory Universe might actually make you fit. Each service carries MapleStory N beyond the game client, giving players and holders fresh way to engage. As NXPC, NFTs, and NESO flow through these channels, our universe evolves into a more dynamic and player-driven ecosystem. To support the growth, we're building 3 core pillars. First, Builder Center. All-in-one hardware API keys and on-and-off-chain modules and community chat platforms set to launch later this year. Second, Chainlink CCIP integration. Linking L1 with other chains, opening an infinite IP playground where assets move freely and giving builders gain wider reach and freedom. Third, adopting permissionless chain into MapleStory Universe. We are planning toward adopting a permissionless chain where anyone can deploy smart contract and launch services. This open structure will speed up onboarding, widen the circle of contributors, and allow fast scaling the utilities of NXPC, NFTs, and NESO. To keep incentives aligned, we're also designing an ecosystem fund. The fund will seed the projects for builders in MetaPlay, Launchpad, SocialFi, AI tools, and so much more. All the details will drop soon on our official channels. At the same time, we're prototyping our own first-party MetaPlay experiences and exploring ways to co-create them with the community. We'll share blueprints soon. Builders are keystone in MapleStory Universe march toward an infinite IP playground. Our pledge is simple. Onboard you smoothly, make you fully, and grow with you continuously. We can't wait to welcome more builders onto this adventure, and let's craft the universe together. Thank you.
Hi, Keith again. Are you enjoying the showcase so far? To wrap things up, let's take a look at the MapleStory Universe roadmap through the end of 2025 and talk about where we're headed next. Let's rewind to May. May was a huge month for MapleStory Universe. We made our public debut by launching NXPC across multiple CXs and DEXs simultaneously. It was also when MapleStory N, the core of MapleStory Universe, officially launched. May truly marked the beginning of MapleStory Universe ecosystem. In June, we focused on stabilizing MapleStory N's service and preparing for ecosystem expansion. It was a moment to catch our breath and gather strength for the next step. Then came July, bringing the ongoing summer update with it. We added hero classes, new bosses, and Maple Legion feature, and also balance adjustments and improvements to NFT collection system, all based on community feedback. And tomorrow, our very first MetaPlay application, Smithy, will be revealed. You'll finally be able to enjoy the core fun experience even on web and mobile. Starting in August, we'll initiate actions to expand the ecosystem. As Mia mentioned earlier, we'll kick things off by announcing our ecosystem support program to help onboard more builders in a stable and scalable way. We'll also be updating our API so builders can freely integrate MapleStory's core fun experience into their own application. Between September and November, we'll also hope to see synergy apps from builder community to go live. And in December, we'll release another major API update, this time with more advanced and diversified features for the builders. Alongside this, we'll be launching a new Builder Center packed with all the functionalities Mia introduced earlier. With these foundations in place, we hope to see even more builders to join us in 2026 and beyond. And oh, one more thing. You didn't think we'd forget, right? That's right, the MapleStory and Winter update. Here's a little teaser. 5th job advancement. Yes, that's right. The long-awaited 5th job is finally coming, along with a range of other exciting features. We hope you're looking forward to it. That's the MapleStory Universe roadmap for the rest of 2025. Do you have a clearer picture of where we're headed now? Through this showcase, I hope you've seen how MapleStory Universe is evolving beyond a single game into a full-fledged ecosystem. I hope our vision for the Infinite IP Playground and the effort our team is pouring into it will revolutionize the gaming experience and serve as a ground for massive expansion. Every member of our project is working day and night to make this vision come true. Thank you so much for joining MapleStory Universe Online Showcase. And oh, if you stay until the very end, who knows, there might be some alpha waiting for you.